All right, so I want to talk about the final. And what we're going to do as a final in this class is everyone's going to be creating your own space. Your own interior space, it should have some kind of function and design with objects in the space, all in perspective, using all of the tools that you've learned in this class. So we always want to start with our two vanishing points on the horizon. It's always good to get them far apart from each other. I want to stress right now that I am going to draw today, but I do not want your drawings to look like mine. I want you to come up with your own space. If your drawing looks exactly like mine, we have a problem. So I'm going to start with the corner of this room. And I want to remind you, everything should be going to a vanishing point or going straight up and down. So I get this ruler here. And I remind you, I'm not pushing as hard as I can. There's a good chance I'm going to be erasing things. So make your own life easier and draw very lightly. Especially with the space that we're just making up, because there will probably be a lot of things that you decide, I don't know if I like that, I want to change it, and going back to it. So here I have the corner of a room, and it's really over there in the corner. So I'm going to give myself another turn in this room. Maybe one more. Kind of gives me a big space coming in here. So feel free to split up the space however you want. And I want to remind you right now, the reason we want to draw very lightly is because I might decide I don't want this right there. So instead of just erasing it, I'm going to say this is the line that I want to keep. I'm going to draw it much darker. And then I can come in and erase that line out. And I only have the line that I want to keep. So obviously erasing on here is very easy. Oops. But if you draw really dark like that, then you're going to have a hard time erasing it. All right, so once you have your space, I want you to make it into something. We can add anything we want to add. I can add a door. I'm going to get rid of stop using the ruler, but keep using the ruler. If the ruler helps you make these look really exact, but for the sake of getting through this video quickly, I'm not going to be using it. But getting things like a door in here coming from this vanishing point. Maybe I'm going to put in an archway here. Again, I'm drawing very lightly. Maybe I don't want this door to be so tall. Let's make this a smaller door. So if I make it a smaller door, then that makes my room really big. That also makes this archway really huge. So I'm carving off these corners to get my archway. All right, so I can have that. Maybe I want to continue this room over into there. Shows me that there's another room in there. This needs trim around it because it looks kind of funny. And then figuring out what furniture I want to have in here. I can let's put a couch here. No, that couch is huge. Let's make it smaller. I forgot how small my door is. Let's do a much smaller couch. Which that makes me really want a table here. Maybe a rug on the floor. It's a big rug. I don't know. I kind of want to stick. I'm kind of making this up as I go. You might not want to do that. Let's do like a weird something that a lot of apartments have, which is this weird like cutout area, which that makes this the kitchen in here. So I could put like a little bit of this refrigerator here. Let's make it a split that way. And some counters going in. And then, I don't know, well, I guess, yeah. Anyway. What else do I need? A picture on the wall or? So this kind of gives you an idea of what I'm wanting. I want you to create a space, something that's unique, something that you invented yourself. It should have furniture, maybe even like, let's stick a bowl here, or like a wine bottle or something to make this seem like a space that is used. I can even decide that I want this to be hardwood floor and just get some of that suggestion of the floor coming. Stick a light up here. So I want you to experiment and play and really use all of the tools that you've learned at Needs Baseboard. Crown molding would be fun, but I'm not going to worry about that. Sometimes it can be helpful to start with a floor plan. If that's helpful for you, you could do something like, I'm going to have a space like this, and maybe it has a bar that comes out like that, and some bar stools. Put a table there, another table, a couple of tables there. And I'm standing here looking that way. So this is my top down view. If I want to transfer that into an actual image, that gives me a starting point of what it is that I'm drawing. I'm going to make that bigger. Let's say I can see a little bit of I'm going to make these come out. So I have one vanishing point that's about here. I'm going to move the other vanishing point over to here. So that's going to make this come out almost flat. And that'll help me with figuring out this other space here. Let's say that because and whenever you go past a vanishing point, I'm going to start to curve the other way, which means I'm going to need another vanishing point. That's what's getting weird. And that's going to start to come up to a vanishing point this way. And then I'm going to round those out. That needs to go to there. And I'll get my kind of a tall table. My other table that's here. Yeah. So start to design this space, this floor plan that turns into this space. That I picked one that's kind of complicated with this curvy bar. I have a feeling that's something that none of you are going to do. So make it as complicated as you think you can pull off. I know every year I have at least one student that tries to pull off stairs. Stairs can be a huge pain in the butt, so I'm just going to do a really simple version of stairs. Here, let me do this right. That I'm going to have my vanishing points. So here I have my room. And if I have stairs that are coming up, it's good to get where that bottom stair comes from, figure out that bottom stair platform, and then how tall do you want them to go? You're generally, and when it goes past the horizon line, that's when it gets really complicated. So I'm going to make this a steep stair so that it goes past the horizon line a little bit. And then I'm going to build this stair riser going straight up. So that goes to there. That's I can't see my top stair because that's going to go to there. Top stair is going to come from there. So this is my stairs going up. From there, I need to and all of these lines coming in are going to here. They're going out to here. Oop, this got really steep. I'm going to bring it a little shorter. There we go. And then each of these I can bring towards that vanishing point over there. If I was using a ruler, this would go a little better. Oh, I forgot I cut it off up there. Ignore this. And I can bring these are going to that vanishing point. So I'm just going to see a sliver of that top stair. All right, so stairs are always going to be something complicated if you want to try to get them in there, but keeping in mind that all of these lines are going towards here, all of those red lines, and as they get close to the horizon, those ones are all going that way. And then all of these blue lines, or purple, are pointing over here. So the farther they come down, the more they come up. If these stairs then started to continue up, well, I need to continue that line up, don't I? That's better. Then still these lines are going to go to there. And these lines the other way, I'm going to go back to my red, are going to go to this right here. And I end up with stairs that look like that. All right. So if anyone's wanting to do stairs, there's your quick guide to stairs. I'm going to bring this wall oh. All right. So keeping in mind which lines go to which vanishing points where it goes straight up and down. So again, every line should go straight up and down or to one of your vanishing points. I know for a lot of you, you're looking at this and you're like, there's no way I'm making stairs. This guy's crazy. That's fine. I don't expect you to do that. But I really just want to see, the main thing that I want to see is that where your vanishing points are makes sense and that your space is based off of those points. So if you think the hardest that you could do would be a simple room with furniture in it, do what you know you can do. But I do want you to push yourself. If you can make your space more complicated, adding more corners and turns, I strongly suggest it because it will make this a much more rewarding and cool image to look at. Yeah, I can even decide I want to bring out just like a little bit of a wall that comes out, breaks up that space. Those of you that are interior design, you should enjoy this. It'll be see what it comes out like. All right, so just to restate what the project is one more time, you're creating a space that has 2 vanishing points at least. It can have more if it needs more, where everything goes to one of those vanishing points. All of your walls make sense, and the room should also have furniture in this space. It should have light fixtures. It should have everything that a room needs. I should have a sense for how tall the ceilings are, how big the space is, and what the space is used for. If it's a bar, a kitchen, a bathroom, a bedroom, a living room, a bowling alley, a coffee shop, a ballroom, I don't know, a pineapple under the sea, anything that you think you want to try to bite off and make, I strongly encourage you. All right, I look forward to seeing what you guys come up with.